Okie dokie. Yeah, I got a confession to do. Y'all gonna laugh. Y'all gonna laugh. Y'all gonna laugh. Face palm. Are you ready? Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? I've been all this time live streaming without hitting. See, nobody text me or call me. I never hit the go live. Never hit the go live. Sorry. I forgot to hit the live stream. I'm going up a mile and I forgot to hit start. Wow. Whew. Wow. Well, anyways, give me a second. I'm gonna do my intro and everything and start back again. I'll do like a little half an hour more. Let's go. Let's bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. Face palm. Half an hour late because I didn't hit the go live. Wow. I was talking on this time and nobody called me. Nobody text me. Come on, people got my number. Where's my friends? I digress. I'm kind of, not happy about it. Wow. Half an hour late because I was talking all this time to myself. Wow. Anyways, wow. Let me start from the beginning. Wow. Nobody decided to call me or say, yo, bro, 2 second call or text me, yo, you're not live. I forgot to hit live. Oh no, I'm here. I've been talking half an hour. You see my face. I'm not happy, camper. Give me a second. I gotta I digress. I'll do the intro. I'll do half an hour extra. Make it up. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. This is Tech for Your Needs. And today we're talking about the workflow of your job in general, content creation, also clientele, anything, how you do your workflow. Let me go back over here to the beginning, face palm, talking to all these people, but I'm not happy. Welcome, Sharfin. No call, not gonna name no names, no text. I mean, yeah, received the text. I talk about the text, and I was like, whoa, this text got me off my blah blah blah. I was engaged, on fire, giving everything, and wow. Yeah, let me get through this, and I'll send the invites and everything. Just bear with me, folks. I'm just not happy. I'm very just, disappointed in myself. Tech boy, thanks for coming in. Holla at your boy. Gadget Goddess, thanks for being here. I know she left. I put the word invite if you want to get invited. I already got Savage, thanks for coming in. Salute. 10 hot. Wow. Angie, she said, where's Lewis? I thought she was talking about Elliot thingy, the joke. But then again, I got confused. I made a joke. It was Niven live. Tech love you, mama. Salute. Thanks for coming in. Grab my tablet. So, hey, Louis, I had to call Comcast today. My internet has been spotty. Wow. Colin, let's go. Thank you for that energy because I need it right now. I'm reading off my tablet. My monitor is too far and it's too small. Oh no. Luis, I have Twitter. I was planning to message you. Oh, thank you for that. But Twitter, I don't see the messages because I put them off the notification because I get too many. They're driving me crazy. Yep, and I'll send you the invite in a minute. Let me talk about the actual process, how I do it, and then we'll talk, and then I'll give more. Then I'll invite you after I finish that, Tech Boy. So yeah, so my process, what I do is the main thing for my live stream. When I do research, I use the Pomodoro technique. So the Pomodoro technique is based on in a set amount of time. I do an hour. I mean, I do 2 hours for video, but I've been doing it for an hour. Research the process every 20 minutes. I get 5 minutes break, and then after the 5 minute break, what I do? Give me a second. So what I do is with the Pomodoro technique, every 20 minutes, I go 5 seconds break. And when I keep doing that until I finish the process, 1 hour. After that, I'm not working no more. Sometimes I do 1 hour and 30 minutes and stuff like that. And I work hard and I research the process. So the process that I do is see, this thing got me off by not being here on time. I apologize. I just forgot hit the button. But I'm going to try to get it off my mind. It's not going to ruin my night. So what I do is I do that. And then my second thing, if I do little clientele work, what I do is I do projects based on names and months and days. So if I'm doing January, I do section 1, section 2, section 3, whatever I do in the month. So for example, I record it. I'll do, okay, today we're going to talk about iPhone 14 example. It's going to be camera. So I put iPhone 14 camera, and then I put sequence 1, 2, and 3. But I got 3 ways to do it. I put talking head, A row, B row, and extra. Like, if I need pictures or insert something, overlay. And then I put on the actual talking head sequence 1, 2, and 3. I lay like that. When I go to the actual B row, I put B row 1, sequence 1. If it's B row sequence 2, I put sequence 2 like that. And I do that with the miscellaneous so that easy to find the stuff. Also, I back up everything on my SSD drive, Samsung T5, 1 terabyte, in case I need that and stuff like that, because you never know. Back it up. So that's the workflow that I do. So with that said, I'm going to give the invite to Tech Boy. Bear with me, folks. Let me get this invite. So yeah, that's a technique that I do. I don't have it. I don't have an NAS. So I don't. That's the next thing to get. Yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to copy the link, and this thing is not going through. Here we go. Let me find you on Twitter. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find you. I'm just trying to type it. Bear with me to see if I can find you. Let me go over here. Yep, I send the link, Tech Boy. So getting back to the subject, I do it like that. And it's easier because if I have everything in sequence and I look around, I can find the project faster and easier. So, and thanks everybody for rocking with me and replay crew, lurkers, and everything. Much appreciated. And before I take a water, I want to say thanks for rocking and being patient and being there. Don't know what happened. I forgot to hit once again the go live. I was talking and commenting on comments and not understanding why people was not responding. But if you got a workflow, put your workflow and people could get cues and ideas, implementing some of those ideas on your workflow, and that might be helpful. Not a sponsor, just regular Poland Spring water. Go back over here. So yeah, I send the link. So yeah, that's the workflow that I do. Hey, iBonnie. I think a structure and implementation very important because therefore you can find your work easier, faster. If you need some other stuff, if something get corrupted and you got to go back and find a specific footage, you got it by date and time and project. So that's what every month I do. I start from seeking project one, and then every month, and then the subfolders are called 3 folders. I got like I mentioned earlier, is the A row, the B row, and extra. I put them like that. Inside those folder, I put sequence 1, sequence 2, sequence 3, and stuff like that. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready, and I'll put you on camera. Cool. Hey, how you doing?
Hi, I'm well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, discussing the work of the project. But I did a boo-boo today. I forgot to hit live and I was talking for at least almost half an hour by myself. And that's
Mm.
very frustrating, embarrassing. I
Wow.
mean, I'm jib-chatting, jib, having a good time. And I'm like, why people's not commenting back? And I didn't realize, Tech Boy, that I was not live. Wow. This is the video face palm. Go ahead. What is your process and how you do? Introduce yourself and everything.
hmm Um, yes, my process to the channel is yeah, yes. Yeah, so my process to the channel is just doing some research, collecting data, and just recording video, and also finding interesting features. I found this feature where you can remove blemishes from selfies on your Samsung phone, um, and I will be doing a website post on that soon. Also, I found at T-Mobile store in the Galleria today, and I got to play with the S23 series and found that it was cooler than the S22, and like it didn't get as hot, and it was also felt lighter, so that was nice.
Yep. And I want to, let me see. Welcome, Vernita. I think I spelled it, pronounced it correctly, hopefully. Thanks for coming in. And also, I'm going to tell you something. There's a new thing that I want to do for my shorts. I want to batch record. And batch record is you do a bunch of shorts and you record in sequence. I do everything sequence. Once I do that sequence, I go to the next short. So I have a bunch of them so I don't have to post every day. So I do every
Mm.
other day. So right there, I'm not like, oh, the next day's coming, I got to film that. So that's my new process. So that'd be good because then if you want to take 2 or 3 days off, you still got just post them and schedule them, and you don't have to do a lot of stuff. And me, work smarter, not harder.
I find that the YouTube Shorts editor is very complicated to use. Like it's very slow and laggy. So if you're going to make a short, you should edit on the phone first and then upload.
Yeah. Also, that's true. I started to learn by Michael Collin. It's in the chat. Started doing CapCut. That's the one that I use for shorts. That app. So that's the one.
Oh, CapCut? Okay. I
Mhm.
invested in buying LumaFusion and it's very useful. I just plug it into my computer and use Dex on PC. I edited a
Mhm.
small project for that today on the channel. Also, I also invested in Corel Video Studio Ultimate for the PC.
Oh, nice. I got LumaFusion for my long projects, but for shorts I use CapCut. So
Mm.
I'm using both. And then if it's something that I do quick that I don't want to think, then I go to iMovie because I'm in the Apple ecosystem. So something fast and something I'm doing minor.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And give me a second because I'm looking at my tablet.
Hmm.
Oh, it is your girl saying shout out to the little homie. Oh, okay. I don't know if that's your friend, but welcome to the stream. If you like what you see, subscribe to both of us, and his link gonna be there when I finish this, and everything will be there. So yeah, because what I found is by doing having dates and implementing, all those stuff, I could find the footage faster. I don't have to struggle. I'll be like, okay, I did a video January. I think it was the second week. I could go there and find it in case if I need it for um, future projects and reuse that footage. So that's easier to have implementation like that.
Mm. So you reuse footage that you've taken already?
Yeah, let me give you an example. So if I'm doing a project, let's say I'm doing um, iPhone photos, right?
Hmm.
So I'm doing a review of the photo for the iPhone. So I put iPhone photo in the date, right? And
Hmm.
then the bottom, I got three items. A row, that's a folder. B row, an extra. It could be like a picture or something that I want to insert or anything, miscellaneous. And then, so if I'm doing A row in sequence, A, B, C, D. So if the A row for a shot, and then if I do the second one, the B row, I put B row, it goes with the A1 shot. You know what I mean? So, like for example, that match because and then I do the second shot, I go A2 and I mean B and B. You get it? Both A roll and B roll. So they'll be in sequence. So it'll be one, two, three. So that for me is easy like that. I don't know if you like that technique, but I'm
Mm.
offering that because that's much easier. Because A go with A, so you know that's the first shot. So when you editing in the timeline, it'll be in sequence order A, B, C, D. And then B means it's the second shot from both and stuff like that. That's what's your opinion on that
Uh,
strategy?
Organizing the files and folders like that. I
Mhm.
think it makes sense. I don't really have mine organized as much. I should probably label them. You can label them in Samsung Gallery
Mhm.
and name them in, and then when you go into LumaFusion, you can just search there. So for the file names, that's interesting.
Because I everything that I do it goes off my SD card straight to my Samsung SSD T5, and there I organize everything and I edit off that drive on LumaFusion or
It's the
CapCut, whatever.
is the drive USB-C.
Yeah, this is
Nice.
USB-C,
Okay, so I
my
just plug
tablet.
that into my phone. That's nice.
Mhm. Yeah, because Dex is very useful. You could connect that to a bigger monitor, and you could get a more bigger canvas and get more, real estate for editing. Because
Yes.
I found this conference room, it's too much tiny to edit for me. Yeah, I've done it before, but it's not my preferred method.
Yes, I can edit on here. Uh, But you can do wireless decks on a laptop. So you can use the laptop's keyboard, touchpad, screen, everything. The
Hmm.
screen is a bit dim though. I don't know why, but um, you can use that, and it's useful. I used it today. It's easier than trying to use a finger sometimes. And because my laptop's touchscreen, I have the benefit of a touchscreen and a big screen. A great idea
Nice.
would be the next dock or the one of those portable laptops.
I saw Canusi, right?
Who?
Canusi.
Canusi? Who's?
He's a big YouTuber in the tech. He's from Canada.
Hmm.
He made a Dex video. He bought a those portable monitors they sell on
Hmm.
Amazon. He bought it and then he Velcro a little Velcro on the case in his phone. So
Hmm.
what he do is he put the phone in Dex mode and he Velcro in the back and then he have external keyboard and a little mouse, real cheap, and he edit like that. And I like that idea because so the actual phone is working like it's an actual laptop. And he said this is small, 15-inch. The keyboard was small and a mouse good enough to take to coffees and do your light work and stuff like that. Not real heavy editing, but I like that concept because then he says it's like a mini computer on the go. That was his.
Nice,
Mhm.
nice. Yeah, so I could probably do that. I would like one of those integrated all-in-ones so that you don't have to carry the keyboard parts and the mouse part and the touchpad and the
Oh yeah, you
monitor.
could do that
That's
too.
nice. But if the monitor's touchscreen, you can get by on that with that just that and the mouse, I guess.
Yeah, and also I think the monitor that he have it also was touchscreen, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe the price was a little more. I think it said he paid 150 or 200, but it's worth it because it become you on the go.
Hmm.
And I think he's still a student, so it's just a lot of benefits. You don't have to carry heavy stuff.
Yeah.
Even though which doesn't matter
Yes.
because he got one of these, but
What is
he
that?
was trying to show a different side. Go ahead.
Oh yes, I've seen some of those monitors on Amazon about $200. I think it would be a good investment for a laptop or a phone
Alternative.
on the side.
Yeah, and you know what's good? In case you go into like a presentation or an event that you're listening or you got to take notes, that also be good because some of them you could write on it. Some of them they might cost more, but they have the
Nice,
ability to have the input of writing. So you get a lot of benefits with that.
nice. They also have those digital notebooks with the smart pen, and they have the special paper in
Oh
there
yeah, I like
that
those.
is sync via Bluetooth. I had that. I did a review about it. It's very popular. The review. It wasn't that accurate, and so I kind of didn't get to use it as much. But I'd like to see one of another, maybe one of the e-paper competitor tablet that has a good handwriting recognition, or the Amazon Kindle Tenant with the e-paper screen and the stylus.
I'm still keep thinking in my head how I messed up the live stream today. It's embarrassing. I didn't hit go live. I was here 20
Mhm.
like something minutes talking to myself. I still laugh, my brother, because it's funny. It's embarrassing. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm all talking and I'm like, why people's not, responding back to me? I didn't
Mm.
couldn't comprehend it. And then my homeboy, it didn't even text me. I was like, he texted me at the end and I said, he said, are you okay? And I was confused. And I said on the live stream, the fake one, it was not recorded.
Mhm.
Oh, he got me. Somebody text me, give me a second. And it was just, I feel embarrassed.
Mhm. I thought you
But
were starting later or something like that.
no, because I would have posted. I don't know what happened. Honestly, it just, I don't know. But I digress. I'll leave that. I got to continue.
Hmm.
I was punctual. I played my theme song. I did my whole feel of introduction. I was amp and everything. And like, wow. Yeah, you live and learn. Things happens. So can't dwell on that. I got to continue. And also, that's your workflow for your content creation. Do you do other workflow like clientele or something or no?
Hmm. Um, Not really, not that much, but
Yeah.
sometimes I consult with someone on social media, just doing some research online because I don't know that much about it, via Slack. But if I was going to do that, I guess I would want to have a good notification system on a phone, find a good keyboard. I'm switching between Samsung keyboard and SwiftKey to see what works the best for me. Um, I'll make sure that I have desktop notifications turned on a laptop or desktop computer so I can get alerts for everyone and make sure that I have research time on my browser, which is Chrome. I did a little short stint with what's it called Sidekick browser, but their touch support on for the sidebar is kind of off, and they need to integrate with Google services more to become a more fully featured fledged browser.
Oh, that makes sense. Have you thought about doing like you working on where it's outside clientele and all that, like like friends parties and record and you get paid? I mean, that's a good side job. if you could, if they could believe they believe in you. Because for so far, what I'm seeing from you, you got the body of work. You be like, look, my resume is my portfolio.
Hmm.
Not like more like a little birthday party, but like, I'll do the editing, I'll do everything, and we can record it. You know, that'd be good
So
though. Look how it
you're saying
started.
I should record for other people's websites and stuff?
Yeah, you could do website, but that take more longer. But if you're doing for regular family and friends, just a little gig. Oh, I'm having my niece's birthday. You tell or friends, you be like, oh, I'll record you a little birthday party for 80, 50. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought you were saying I should be like a host on other shows. Sure, I guess I could film and edit for other people. That could work.
Yeah,
Speak.
you spare time and you know weekends, and I'll be good. I'll be like a little change. You know, it doesn't hurt. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Let me read this comment quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want to make sure I don't leave nobody. She said, my preferred is Swift keys, and if you sign into Microsoft account, you have a Windows PC, you sign into the same one. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And Cyber Scientist says, let me go back in the bottom.
Uh-oh. Oh, there we go.
Okay, I don't know why this being delayed, but I'll read it
Sorry,
off
my
here.
computer's lagging.
Yeah, no, no worries. Mine's lagging too. So what I'll do is I'll read it. It says I edited a video for 8 hours and the lights went out and I was mad, but my software was set to autosave every 30 minutes. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so I'm back. SwiftKey,
Yeah.
yeah. You can sync SwiftKey's clipboard together with your Microsoft clipboard, and the copy and paste it come over.
Mm-hmm. Give me a second. Just continue talking while I come back. I got to do an invite if you don't mind for one more person. You can talk about your
Yes, yes.
process and anything. Thank you for that.
Sure. So while we're waiting, I can talk about how this is actually nice hidden mode in Samsung Galaxy's S series of devices. Not sure if it's in the budget range of devices, but probably maybe, where you can remove blemishes from photos. All you have to do is just go to the gallery, find your photo, and then click the three little dots here. Uh, click the edit icon, the little pin, then click the three dots, and then it's called, I think it's called face effects. Let me check this. I need to find a face. Um, Here you go. Yeah, it's face effects. And then you can do red eye fixing, background blur, and a spot fixer. So this has to be on the face. And if there's a blemish there, you can fix it. So that's interesting.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what you did right there? You just did it short. Think about
Mhm.
it. You explained it. That could be a short. You could redo it again.
Yes. Yeah, it's
That's
gonna be a
cool. I mean,
nice short if I like what's it called? Vertically recorded it.
yeah.
Um, on the screen recorder, which I use sometimes. I did a tutorial on Google Lens on the website and on the video channel, and people got a good response on it because some people just don't know about Google Lens and how useful
Hmm.
it is, and how you can use that to instead of a QR code scanner, which is usually dangerous at most, a virus, and at least unnecessary because the phone already has it built into the camera of Google Lens.
Yeah. Let me invite. Are you ready? Put it thumbs up, and I'll invite you. Okay. Bring him in. Hey.
Hello.
Put the chair up a little bit.
Yeah, because it's very low. I
Yeah,
agree
it's
with that.
low.
Let me fix it myself. So yeah, how you doing, iBonnie? What
Doing
is
good.
how's your process for your videos or anything you work? How you do your process?
With mine, I start with pre-recording. Like, I'll record some. I'll pretend I'm recording and talking about the product, just in case I don't mess up on anything, and I'll just have that as a rough draft. I'll also write things down on a piece of paper of what I have to say, and then I'll just keep on repeating it over and over again, so I know what I say on camera. And
Oh, nice,
for editing, I just use Adobe Rush.
Hmm.
cool. Oh, I forgot to tell you one thing, fellas. I do another trick. Below my camera, I tape the paper in case I gotta talk about specs or something. I'm looking eye level, so I'm not looking at the paper like I'm doing this. So it's on the bottom, so I or the top, however, and I make it real extra big. So therefore, it's a trick. So it's right in my face, so I'm looking straight and looking normal. So I don't know if that's another tip I want to give out.
Yeah. I looked for Rush. Apparently, I watched the S10 live stream, and it was on the S10, but apparently it doesn't come over to the S22. So I just use LumaFusion.
You heard what I did, iBonnie. I made a boo boo today.
Yeah, I heard. I
I
saw
was,
it on the. I was watching the chat earlier today.
yeah, it was embarrassing. I was like about 22 minutes, about 25 minutes talking to myself. I did not hit the live stream goal. Wow, that's embarrassing.
It almost happened to me when I went live streaming one time. I was starting to talk, and I was like, "Oh, I forgot to hit the go live button."
Yeah, there you go. That's a proper term. And I'm like, what? What's wrong with me? I'm on Jenny. I was like, why people's not responding? Because I did a poll. I said, if you like my meta, press one. If you don't like it, press two, and stuff like that. And people not interacting. So I feel embarrassed. But it happens to the best of us, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's fine because I'll do half an hour extra and make up for it. So I don't mind. Yeah, and y'all have any extra tips or tricks or anything that y'all want to talk or anything? It's fine.
I would like,
Your channel. Go
I'd
ahead.
like to
The
talk
mic
about
is
the
yours.
S23 series.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so some people are saying it's like an incremental upgrade, but I went to a T-Mobile store today and saw that the S23 series looked really good. Um, it was uh, not as hot as my S22. Um, the camera dynamic range, it looked decent to me. I like that the S23 Ultra had the flat side, but still a nice curved screen. And apparently, the battery life is good. So the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 is a really good chip, apparently, and I like that. So people calling it an incremental upgrade. I guess if they get time to play with the phone, that's nice. What I don't like is that Samsung is paywalling the feature where you can cut out someone from the background on One UI 5.1, which I updated to on my S22 Plus. Um, where you can do that on S23, but you can't do that on S22. But we all know the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 is powerful enough to cut someone out of the background. So it's just paywalling
Hmm.
it as a new feature they can show off in commercials or whatever. But one thing that Samsung needs to do better is marketing the features of its phone. Because, in my opinion, Samsung has way more features than, say, Google or Apple. Uh, so, like, Samsung has a background removal tool, not background image removal tool like the Google Pixel. It has Bixby Text Call, which converts someone's talking on the phone to text for you, and then converts what you texted them into speech. So basically, answer to Google's Hold My Call or Google Assistant call responder. It has Google Bixby merging routines, which is really good. The blemish removal, good cameras. Like Samsung has really good features that they need to market better instead of just saying, "Oh, look, we have 100 times zoom, so you can take pictures of the moon."
Oh yeah. Let me say salute to Easy Computer Solution. Thanks for coming in. Um, yeah, that is true. I agree. And also, I was gonna say something. Well, I'll say later if I remember. But it's just so in all this, if you streamline your process of going back to the main topic, if you streamline everything, it'll be good because then you find a quicker, fast work pace, and you don't have to work harder but work smarter. That's another idea. And I was gonna say something about the incremental. Now that I remember that you mentioned, I mean, see, the people that say that is the people that upgrade every year or almost
Hmm.
every year, or the taking 1% people. Let me clarify. Because if my mom would to get that phone, my mom would see that big incremental. Because right
Hmm.
now she's still rocking the Samsung Galaxy 10e. You
Mm.
know,
That's
she
a
don't want
good
to get
phone.
rid of
I mean, there are
it.
some features lost, like the heart rate scanner, headphone jack, the fingerprint on the side, I guess. Oh, and the micro SD card slot. That's what
My
you just said.
sister kept
But the cameras are better. There's a telephoto. Go ahead, iBonnie.
My sister's kept the Note 9 since it came out, and recently she replaced it with the S22 Plus because if she would have got rid of it if not had the camera cracked. Like she had an OtterBox piece, it fell, but the back camera still somehow shattered.
Mm-hmm.
It could be weather condition or anything, but the thing is that I don't believe that when people say it's non-incremental, I don't see it that way. And let me clarify and explain myself, because it depends what type of phone you're coming from. If you're coming for a 3 or 4 year earlier phone, you're going to see the incremental.
Mm-hmm.
So in the improvements, even though it's minor than last year, I kind of do understand that a little bit, but it's still incremental. I mean, incremental is still upgrade. I don't think. I don't believe in that it's not incremental, it's not enough.
Yeah.
But if it's not enough, you answer your question. Let's think about it, fellas. The phone wasn't for you because what you have compared to what you're going to get is not enough. You answer your question. Are you agree or disagree with me?
Yeah, that makes sense. Speaking of Samsung and the T-Mobile store, that makes sense. Where Samsung, even in their own commercial ads, when they sort of trade in, where you have your old phone here and your new phone here, where they trade in and have the hands like that, they're not showing the S22 being traded into the S23. They're showing the Note 10 Plus being traded in for the S23 Ultra, or the S9 being traded in for the S20. They know that most people are upgrading every 2 or 3, maybe 4 years, not every year.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I give you a thumbs up with that, and that's what people keep saying. Yeah, it's only us because I don't hear it outside of YouTube or Techie World. My friends don't say that. They be like, "Oh, I just came from a 3-year phone Samsung, and I'm going to the Ultra for the first time or second time to get a no phone," and they're very happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't buy it. It just depends on the person and what type of phone you're coming. But like I said earlier, repeat for the people in the back. If you say that it's incremental, you already answer your question. The phone was not for you. I mean, you want to get it, go ahead get it. But if you're complaining right there, you're saying that it's not enough, then for me, you answer your question 500%. That's all. And I want to just say hi to Asian. Thanks for coming in. Yeah. Anything you want to add, Bonnie or Tech Boy? Go ahead.
Yeah, I think about Samsung S22 to S23. It's actually a good upgrade. Because the battery is better. Like the S22, you might get like 4-5 hours of screen on time on the Plus. I know the S22's battery life is abysmal and couldn't even survive as Tech Odyssey's secondary phone. So the phone he wouldn't even use mostly. So I think that if you upgrade, this would be a good one, but upgrading every year wouldn't be viable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true because I mean, you got to be specific, and and I hate the word your average consumer, but I say the non-techie people, they don't know, they're happy, and and also another thing. So we talking about. No, we already answered the question, so that's why I open to any talk about tech. If we're talking Samsung, another thing, the non-techie person doesn't know about the resolution, so they don't change it. They'll always be stuck on 1080p.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of the average, normal, whatever consumers don't buy $800, $900 phones unless they're like on contract. Whatever, at T-Mobile or AT&T, they're buying $400 to $500 phones. Like the Pixel 6a has been very popular at my school. I've seen 3 kids already with the 6a. Kids would also, I guess, the average consumer would also probably get, even though it's a terrible phone, but it's a nice big screen Samsung Galaxy A53 5G, even though it's very slow and has a laggy software. I mean, I guess the OnePlus 11, it's $699. So I guess people are like, oh, well, I kind of like tech. They might be willing to get that. But most people are getting $400, $500 phones and then like $200, $300 phones or $550 phones on contract, prepaid at Walmart, whatever.
No, I agree. That's 100%. That's a valid point. Anything you want to add, iBonnie?
Yeah, about like the people who are not like tech, savvy or like about knowing which is a, let's say this is an OLED and this is LCD. The normal person isn't going to tell the difference. They're going to say it's a screen. It looks the same to me, compared to like, let's say, a person who knows the difference between OLED and LCD.
Yeah, let me say hi to this person quick. Hey, welcome, salute, Evan. Thanks for coming on. I want to say, thanks for. I'm not ending. I just want to say thanks for everybody for being here. Also, I want to say if you're part of the replay crew, don't forget to hit like, comment, and if you're still lurking, thanks for being here. Let's continue to have fun. I'm gonna stay here till 8:30 because I missed half an hour. So yeah, and it's true. And I got a question for you, Tech Boy. What is the most phone that you see in your school that people use?
At my school?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
brand company.
I'm very noticeable of phones, and everyone's like, "How do you know that you have that phone already before like from 50 feet away?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I can see the camera bump." So I mean, apart from the iPhone, I've seen some kids with some pro model of the iPhone 13 Pro, I think. I've seen the Pixel 6a been used a lot. So yeah, maybe a cross between the iPhone Pro models, so 13 Pro models, and the Pixel 6a.
Uh, when I was in high school, the phones I would see, one of my teachers, he actually had the Pixel 2 XL. And there was one person that I knew who actually really had a TCL. I forgot what model it was, but it did say TCL right on the like it would say it right here or something like that. Both good phones. I think it was a Pixel 2 that had the screen issue.
The burning?
Yeah, the burning. I think it was this. I'm not sure if it was the XL or just a regular one.
Also, I want to say something quick. This dynamic island, I wish there was more useful aspect of it. So far for what it is, it's useful. I don't hate it. I don't think I'm not gonna say I like it. I don't hate it. I'm in between because I know it's still new. It's still in infancy, but I wish there was more developer do more stuff with it, more interaction, and they'll be more useful. For now, it's mad. Go ahead.
Personally, I mean, the dynamic island may actually hamper Apple because once they get all these developers on board to do all this development and get apps to work with the dynamic island, they would have been able to figure out a way to do an under-screen bezel-less phone by then, and the dynamic island would either have to go away or just be replicated by software, which would probably be expensive and gimmicky, which Apple wouldn't like to do.
I prefer the notch. In my opinion, I think I like the notch. If I'm gonna upgrade to the 13 Pro, since the notch is a little bit smaller, it looks nice. Some people would agree, but that's just my opinion. I prefer the notch.
No, I understand it's preference. Go ahead, Tech Boy.
Yeah, Apple's dynamic island is kind of a stopgap for Android's picture-in-picture mode, sliding down an app to the notification to open it up in picture-in-picture and split-screen mode. I mean, if Apple just gave us those features, that'd be nice. Like, Apple has $1,000 Pro phones with the best cameras. You can't even split screen on them. You can't picture in them.
I wish they did that,
except for like YouTube or certain video playing apps.
I wish because my Android phone, if you had you could split. There would be YouTube playing, or you would have let's say you're texting someone and then you're watching a video on top. My Android used to do that. I wish Apple had a kind of another feature that you could do.
Yeah. I was so excited when I got my One UI 5.1 update because apparently Secure Folder One UI 5 broke picture mode YouTube, so I had to open it up in PIP mode. But One UI 5.1 fixed it, and I was excited about that. I even wrote an article about that.
Yeah, that is true. But I mean, I think so far I'm gonna say something about this phone battery life. It's one of the best phones that I have in battery life. Well, the second, it's between this and the iPhone XR. My iPhone XR was a beast. That was good for, and so far it has been meeting my expectation, my needs. I'm reviewing this case for a company. It's Case Borns. That's why I got this big case.
Mhm.
and I got to do more cases. I got like 7 cases or 5 that I bought, so I got to do those.
I found that my phone was getting hot, and I had to take the case off. And the
Which
stand
phone are you using?
broke. Me?
Yeah.
The S22 Plus.
Hmm.
So the case was kind of heat trapping it. It still gets kind of hot, and the stand of the case actually broke off. So I mean, it was a $3 case, but still, it still broke off, which is kind of sad.
I had a problem with some cases that would trap the heat.
And it's in green.
Mm.
So speaking of green, I like the OnePlus 11 launch of it. I watched it. Anyone have any thoughts on the OnePlus 11?
I like it. I'm just waiting patiently for Jerry Rig everything's video, just in case he won't, do
Snap
that
it.
again.
Yeah, okay.
But can I say something about that quickly?
Mhm.
And I think it's not to discredit him, but if you bend the phone in the right way, it's going to snap. And how many people do that in reality?
I mean,
Mostly no one,
I
unless you
guess if
have
you
like
sit on it in the back pocket.
Yep, correct.
I mean, if you have a spare phone, like let's say you got the 10 Pro and then you go to the OnePlus 11. I'm like, oh, okay, I don't need this phone anymore. It's not worth anything. Snap.
Yeah. Speaking of the OnePlus 10 Pro, I went to the T-Mobile store today in the gallery, like I was saying, and I didn't see the OnePlus 11. I was like, oh, I wanted to play with it, but I got to do a little playing on the OnePlus 10 Pro, and it was very fluid. Oxygen OS or Color OS looks really good.
Speaking of OnePlus, I was at the because my sister she had the 10 for a little while, and then when she went to go get the iPhone 14, I was at the back, because they have phones on display. I was playing with their OnePlus Nord, and it was actually pretty smooth. I'm like, if I have another job that I need another phone number, I'd definitely go for that because it's
Nice.
It's fast. Most people just say, "Oh, ColorOS, Oxygen OS is garbage." I'm like, I'm just probably gonna use it as a work phone. So
Allegedly, I heard that Color OS or the OnePlus has some sort of feature where if you type in a different password, it gives you a different user experience. That is super interesting. If that's true, I'm not sure. But they do have a mode that's kind of replicates Samsung Secure Folder, which is nice. And they
Have you
also
heard-
did 4 years of security, software updates, 5 years of security patches, which matches Samsung, surpasses Google. So that's nice.
what about the OnePlus keyboard that they said they're gonna?
I think OnePlus keyboard is Gboard. And I don't really care about the keyboard. I mean, if you don't like the stock keyboard, you can always download a new one from the Play Store. But I would miss, if I ever switched to OnePlus, some of those Samsung features like modes and routines, Bixby, One UI, I guess, Dex.
Mhm.
For some reason, the OnePlus 11 doesn't feature video out, which is kind of waste. I mean, it has the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. You can get it in 12 gigs of RAM, 256. It should be a great pocket PC, and you can't even use Dex or put it on an external monitor for taking pictures or anything. So it's kind of a waste.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Go ahead.
I was gonna say something. Oh, there was one OnePlus device that they made, and then I think they just stopped. Remember when OnePlus made a watch?
Oh, that was awful. It was
Yeah, that was awful.
$150 real-time operating system watch. I don't even think it had apps. I don't even know if they're developing for it anymore. I watched
I wish they
MKBHD
kind
video
of
on it.
kept
It was terrible.
I wish they kept on improving it. And on the other hand, I'm glad they didn't make it because people, if I talk to, saying the watch was so laggy and slow that they just went to the Samsung Watch or the Apple Watch or any other smartwatch out there.
But I'll
I
tell
mean,
you
it wasn't
something.
even a proper smartwatch though. So.
Yeah, I agree. But you know what I miss from Samsung that people talk about it? When they had a payment system that you could pay with older methods on gas stations anywhere and we'll take it. I forgot the name of what it's called.
MST, magnetic
Yeah,
transfer thing. They removed that with the S21 series, which is kind of sad. Apparently.
Yeah, it's kind of sad because that was a good feature. That you could, I mean, if you go on a cross country or something to a big trip, you could go anywhere and it'll work. People were surprised that it was working. People say to my friend, "No, it's not going to work." So it's happened and it works. So even like when he traveled like to like 4 or 5 states, and he was showing gas stations and all that. People that, oh wow, it's working. There was surprised because they say, yeah, MST. That's what it's called.
I wonder what kind of technology was in the phones? Was it like some type of magnet that was in the phone or something that was causing it? Because that sounds really interesting. I mean,
Yeah, I
I don't
wonder.
know. I don't know why
Go ahead.
Samsung's keen on removing features that make it great. I mean, Samsung is the phone company that adds all the features to everything. If you remember the Note 4, I mean, that's basically the epitome of Samsung. You have a removable battery, you have an infrared blast, so you have a headphone jack. And if you get the Note 4 Edge, you have the curved screen on one edge. You have TouchWiz, which had every feature that you could ever get, including eye tracking. It had a fingerprint scanner.
I think that was
decent
called
60
Smart
megapixel
Scroll.
camera.
I
What?
think that's it. I think that with the tracking of your eyes, I think they had it was called Smart Scroll. Like you hold,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
still holding the phone, but you have to like I think move with your eyes, which is someone else said like if
yeah.
you're gonna make your eye move, why and you're still holding the phone, just use your fingers and scroll.
Apparently,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. And also quickly, sorry to interrupt. I want to say thank you for that, Nova Dasher. Go ahead.
It also had the S Pen, so that's like the epitome of Samsung. And then Samsung just made the Note 5, which wasn't that good. I mean, it transitioned them into the glass and metal age, which is nice, but there was no
Note
micro SD
7.
card slot. And then the Note 7 exploded, and then they
And
got
then
back to business with the Note 8 and the S8 and had all the features. They introduced DeX. Samsung was doing well. S20 series didn't do that well because they were overpriced and COVID. And
Yeah,
then
that's
with
true.
the S21 series, I mean, they brought back the plastic back, which is fine. I mean, it's okay.
Oh, glass stick.
didn't
Yeah.
they do that with the Note 20 Ultra? I
No,
think the
just with
Note
the
20.
regular Note 20.
Note 20. Okay.
The Note 20
Oh, okay.
Ultra.
I got a question quick. What about Samsung? What happened to the fan edition? Are they doing it or they
Oh
Uh,
removed
right.
it?
I don't think so.
I think it was with the last FE was probably before the
S21
S20. Yeah, it was before they launched the S22.
Yeah, so it's like a year old phone. I played with it in the store. It looks dated. I mean, it has the little chin bezel. The camera's plastic. I mean, it's okay, I guess.
It was
Another
good for the
feature.
price. I think you get a lot for the price. Sorry if I interrupt anybody.
That's okay. Don't worry.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm
in
not
my
calling you.
opinion, in my opinion, the S20 FE was like I really wanted that phone. That was the best FE phone Samsung's ever made. I mean, that had DeX. It had the zoom camera. It was kind of outperforming the S20 Plus plastic back. I mean, it didn't have a headphone jack. I mean, I have wireless headphones now, and back then it didn't really matter. But like, just some of the best Samsung. And then they did the S21 FE. No micro SD card slot. No headphone jack. At least it had wireless charging, which the OnePlus 11 doesn't have. But I mean, the OnePlus 11 has like 80-watt fast charging, can charge in less than an hour, 0 to 100. I like that it has USB-A. Anyway, the S21 FE launched just before the S22 launched too. So bad timing, bad
Yeah.
bad features.
So I got a question. I'm gonna answer it first. And what is your ideal smartphone? And for me, back in the days, was called. It never came into fruition because it never came into true life. But it was a concept that's supposed to be done and it's supposed to work on Puerto Rico. It was with Google. It was called Project Aura. Project Aura was a modular phone. Yeah, it's gonna be like Legos. That would have been the perfect smartphone, like build your own smartphone. But if you think about it logically from a perspective of marketing, it would make no sense. And then people won't buy no phone. Go ahead, anybody.
I mean, you could do it subscription style where they send you a block every month for $12 a month or something. That could work.
Yeah, but if you look at it from business perspective, then every year they cannot sell a new phone
Yeah.
because you just buy the modular parts. So the companies are losing money. Maybe that's why that project got retracted and then
And
never
the
went to
phone,
fruition.
I
it
feel like
would have
that.
been more expensive and thicker. Would have been very thick because you have to sell a battery. It has to be all safe. It has to have the connectors on it instead of being sealed and integrated with the glue. And water resistance would have been bad. If you drop your phone, what happens? Does it just fall apart?
I feel like it would also create e-waste because if you take that bad module, what are they gonna
Oh,
do
good
with
point.
it? They're gonna switch. It's just gonna be everywhere. It's just rather just make a phone like this and then a couple years later they'll invent like this robot, like I think Apple's Daisy, how it just disassembles iPhones in
And speaking of e-waste, Samsung has been really promoting that the ink on its phone is made out of recycled plastic or plants or something, and that the box is 100% cardboard or whatever. And I'm like, I'm not gonna buy a new phone because you use ink from plants. I don't really care.
You reminded me of something. I remember old Samsung boxes. I think it was up. I think up until the S4 or S5, they came in some kind of paper like cardboard boxes.
Yeah, I mean, so part of the unboxing experience is peeling the plastic wrap off of the phone. Get a charger in the box, maybe earphones, a manual, something. Like, I mean, I guess you can replace the manual with the QR code because you have a phone anyway. But I mean, the rest of it, give me the stuff in the box. I don't want to have to pay for an extra charger. Thankfully,
Yeah,
I didn't.
I got a question. So, do you think the lust or the love of doing unboxing is just no bueno because there's nothing in the box to show?
I mean, unboxing. If you want to have an unboxing channel, which I like to do unboxings, it will have to be an unboxing and setup because an unboxing now would just be, oh, look, a phone. All right, make sure to like and subscribe. Bye.
Oh, look, I got the iPhone 12. What's in the box? A phone.
Okay,
Hit that subscribe button, guys.
yeah.
I mean,
Just
most
cable.
unboxings do setup anyway, so.
I remember the good old days of unboxing where it came with a big box. You got your charger. You got, in some companies will just supply you with a free case if you want.
Mm-hmm. And some companies even gave you, I think it was the Motorola Atrix, a dock where you could plug it in and you could make your phone as a desktop mode. They gave you earphones, a manual, all types of adapters. Samsung when they switched from micro USB to USB-C in 2017 had these neat micro USB to
adapters,
USB-C
those
adapters.
little,
apparently.
adapters.
And they also had a nice USB-C to USB adapter, which apparently you could transfer your data over. But it's also nice because you can plug in a flashlight to the phone right there and use it.
They also had nice, for me, the nice AKG headphones that they used to sell,
USB-C.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
When they removed the headphone jack with the S20, they put on USB-C headphones.
It's just, I like a new phone, but
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna look for a product. Give me a second, okay? Y'all can continue.
so with newer unboxings, I just really don't. Every time I see them, to me, I don't want to. I keep it to myself. Like, it's just the same thing every time. Like a new Samsung device. Let's unbox S23, S23 Plus, S20 Ultra. It's the tiniest little box with just a phone and a cable and a tiny little piece of paper with just with this a warranty card, and that's it. Some companies will supply you with a sticker, unlike some other companies that I think like TCL or Motorola, which will supply, or OnePlus I don't think they do it now, but they used to supply with a case.
I know that some of the brands like Xiaomi,
Xiaomi.
they give you a case, a charger, the phone.
Oh.
Do they even come with the screen protector?
Some of them do.
I think it was with one Xiaomi phone they would supply you with a wireless charger.
I mean, unfortunately, Xiaomi doesn't even have the what's it called, USB 3.0 for the USB-C. So you can't even video output on them. So it's lots of power just wasted there.
Yeah. Can I show you something? This is what I got because my birthday is coming up, so I get one gift. AirPod Pros number 2. Second generation.
I still have the AirPods. I think these are second gen AirPods.
I have somewhere around here some wireless earbuds. They're called what are they called? They're called the Sweatbud Pro 2. I got them sent to me for free by Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review to review. So I did a short video on them.
I got my Series 8.
Okay. This case, this corners, that's magnetic. Magnetic, so I could put it on anything.
Yeah, I think I saw that at school once. It was on a magnetic desk just hanging up there.
I got this on my birthday last year. Because at the Series 4, it was used, and it was just slow. Every time I tried to update that watch, it was just kind of crash. I had to reset it. I'm like, you know what? It's my birthday. I'm going to treat myself with something special for once, like something new. And
Guess what happened to me? I lost my Apple Watch charger for 2 weeks.
yeah, I
think it
saw
was
you
2 weeks,
tweeted that. You tweeted
but
that.
I
Like
found
I
it.
found it.
I found it yesterday. Guess what it was behind my monitor, my computer monitor.
How I keep my cables, like prevent them from going missing, I have some command hooks, and I just wrap it around and small. I just put them on the command hooks for
Oh,
each
I'm gonna
cable.
okay. Thank you for that. I'm gonna
Yeah,
do
you
that.
can go to like any dollar store. They sell like the hooks for like $2, and then separate's like probably $2 or $3 or something. You can hang as much as on your wall. It's easier to remove. I have my USB micro cables, my C cables, my lightning watch just hanging down. It just prevents me from moving them until I'm around the house. I have it set up right there, and then the plug, I keep it stacked up. When I need to plug it into the wall, I'll plug it in the wall. But I have this charging hub with 2 A ports and 2 C ports I bought from Target, and I just plug each and one of them so it prevents the cluttering.
I think one thing that Samsung should bring back to the series is the micro SD card slot. I was recording a film with the.
You know what I want? I'll tell you what I want. Remember Air Blaster? You can control your
That'd be
TV
nice.
with that.
That would be
Yeah.
nice.
Remember this? I think they
What?
killed it with the S10. It was the iris scanner on the.
Yep.
I think it was.
They used
Oh yeah, that was good.
that's what they had. It was the Note 9.
Yeah, I think Note 9, and there were some people like. Obviously, I think it wasn't as secure, but they still wanted it on the phone with the LED.
But you need like the bezel. Yeah, LED notification. It's okay. The
I
Note
had a
9
question.
was one of Samsung's best phones. I really wanted it in 2018. They didn't have a phone back then, but I saw it in like Target. It had the S Pen, it had the IR scanner. The iris scanner. No infrared blaster, but it did have a headphone jack, USB-C, a 4,000 milliamp battery, which is big for that time. I mean, that's even bigger than the S23 size battery. But it has a split screen. One thing that would be nice to come back to phones would be a slightly wider aspect ratio. A wider phone is better for typing, and you can see more stuff on it.
My dad, he had the Note 4. My friend said, that looks like a tablet. Most when the phones were like this, there was a word for it. They called it. I think it was called a phablet or something.
Yeah, they need to bring back the phablet. I mean, this is 6.6 inches, but I mean, it fits in the hand. I mean, it's be like maybe this big. One thing I would like to see that Samsung to bring back to make.
But I got a question, Tech Boy. Do you use the Edge panel on your phone?
The Edge panel, a little bit. I should probably use it more, but there is a compass on there. I like having not on the Edge panel, but there's a direct dial widget, which means I can just push a button in or directly dial anyone.
What was the name? I forgot. I don't know. Go Lock, Good Luck.
Good Luck? Oh yeah, yes. I've been using some of that.
Everybody praised that. They said that's a good add-on to your phone.
Yes.
For Samsung phone. Because you get a plethora of features with that. So the features are a lot, and they're useful. They're not just meaningful features. So that's what I like about. Yeah. I can't say much about this phone, but I'm working on sometime. But next week, I want to get the picture review, the photos review. So
when would the review be coming up?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was saying, when will the review be coming out?
Well, I don't know the review, but I'm doing the picture. I'm gonna work hard and try to get it out by next Monday. The picture portion of it. That's what I really want to do, because I've been throwing pictures like crazy, but I gotta put them in order and everything.
Nice.
Because I want to do different environment, house environment, outside environment, like like focal length, like wide angle, 5 point, you know what I mean? Different part of the photos aspect. And also, I would like to talk about go to the camera and also talk about the camera, different part of the camera, like how to switch to 4K, how res raw, teach people like that to make it more enticing. Not only show the photos, but also go a little bit in depth on the features of the camera app.
And talk about if there is any shutter lag. Shutter lag is bad.
Oh yeah, true. Thank you for reminding me that. Yeah, so we got 4 more minutes. Anything else y'all want to add? or anything you want to promote,
I got a
talk about
question.
your channels, go ahead.
What's the best tech purchase you've ever made?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Like,
I think that my most used tech device would be my laptop. I'm on it almost every day using it. Um, and then also the camera that I'm using for it right now, even though it's not the best picture quality, it does have good audio quality.
that's
I'll
nice.
tell you the best purchase that I ever bought, and I still to this day, Ray is the best. Is this? I love the iPad for what it is. It's portable. It could go everywhere. It's powerful enough to do edits, powerful to do business aspect of it, and get money off of it. So I'm happy with it. And I had the 12.9. Remember, my friend traded in for a week to borrow, and I didn't like the 12.9 because it was too big. Yes, it was easy to type on the actual um what's it called, that keyboard that came out.
The I think I know what you're talking about. Just
The
I
Apple
can't.
keyboard. I have it. The one that's floating.
Oh, no, the other one. I have this one.
Yeah, the one that comes the book cover keyboard. I forgot the name of it, but
I
you
think
know
it was like
that one.
something like Smart Scroll. I think. Hang on.
One one thing I would like to see Samsung bring, or a third party company, because I know Samsung's not going to do this, would be a dual screen case for the S20 Ultra series and the S series of devices. That would be so nice. You
A
have
dual screen case. I think LG kind of wanted to do
Yeah,
something
LG did that
similar.
with that.
I think
LG
it was
did
with
that.
the
I would like
ThinQ8.
Samsung or a third party company to do that for themselves.
The best
So
tech.
fellas, yeah, I'm gonna say the last thing. Just plug your channels and everything, so people, where can people find you? And then I'm gonna close the live stream because we've been an
Okay,
hour.
sure.
So,
All right,
go ahead.
so iBonnie, you can go.
I'd say that also the best tech purchase I made was also the iPad 9th Gen. I got the highest capacity, 256, because a lot of editing and photos, and it's all stored, so I can have some rough drafts on how the video shall be.
Yeah, go ahead, promote your channel, iBonnie.
My channel is iBonnie. I have 406 subscribers already at the moment, as of right now.
I think, yeah, so you can find my channel at my tech website at TheTechBoyOrg and at TheTechBoyOrg on Twitter and YouTube.
Okay, with that said, thanks for coming in, fellas, and being part of this live stream.
Bye.
I'll put all the information at the bottom. And with that said, once again, this was good and fun, even though I made it boo-boo, but I'm glad that I carry on with it. With that said, peace and love. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. All right, see you later.